There, as soon as I come out, look at it. It's usually taxis, everything. Everybody works with them. That's not a taxi though. That's how you know. Let me see if there are any parked in the parking lot here with people in them. They usually have a couple everywhere you go. As soon as you come out. So how did they know I was coming out? I'm microchipped, guys. Now they're cutting down. They're scared because I'm proving it slowly but surely. And I've deleted a lot of beautiful videos that prove my case because I wanted to make a deal with them. It was stupid of me. I didn't get a backup copy. I should have gotten a backup copy. You know? That's how you know. You're surrounded with this madness. Everywhere you go, look at the amount of cars. Look. Guys, this street is not that busy. There's always cars. Any small street I go to at any time. I cannot walk on the street without having 10,000 cars on me. And obviously, look, the guy who was cleaning windows over there, look where he comes to clean windows. Everywhere I go, I filmed videos before about malls I'd walk into. I'd bring in cleaning machines right on me. I swear to God, guys. Look. Remember the guys we saw in the other intersection? Now that I come out of my uncle's building, look where they get here. Look where they get. We're still in the same night, by the way. Look, the time right now is... So I'm supposed to look at them cleaning. It's supposed to really depress you to look at people cleaning the whole time. You know? So they dispatch these two. Every place I go to, they follow me and clean. You saw them over there on the other intersection. This is the second video. So I'll show you guys in this video what they do. And they bring the buses always really early or really late, so you have to run to your stop. I'm telling you guys, they control it. You know, sometimes you really can't see it, but that's what they do. So now 2 buses come. Why? Then the third one will take a long time to come. I'll have to wait at the station a long time. It's to make you wait. You know, always to make you wait. And to hype you, to make you angry. Always people walking on either side of the street where I am. Always standing and moving. Look at them moving now. Back and forth. They have to move. They have to keep moving. Look. They don't stand still. They keep moving. See how the bus didn't stop for me? Look at the bus stop. He saw me running. See how they're in on it? That's the reason why I did that. I wanted to show you guys. He saw me. You heard the brakes, but he didn't stop. So this is what they do to you. It's all a part of a big effort to really stress you, work you out, have people walking everywhere around you in the middle of the night. Look. See that person walking? Have cars stop with their signals on in every corner. It's never that busy around here. Those guys that cleaned earlier over there, they're cleaning here now. These are the things you gotta look at. You know, the windows open, there's loud talking coming out of the car. These are the things that you gotta look at that will give it out. It's an unnatural setting. Planes in the sky. Guys, there's always 10 planes on top of me everywhere I go. I'm not kidding. I know it sounds insane. People will say, who the fuck do you think you are? Believe me, I don't want to be this important person. I'm being harassed. You know? And there's always someone talking. In every bus you get into, there's always someone talking. A loud conversation. Usually they used to have more before, 3, 4, 5, but now they toned it down because it looks pretty obvious. So you'd have to listen to talking, no matter where you go, what establishment, anything. Whether it's government, whether it's, I don't know, just private, you know. And movement. They have to keep constant movement. Look at the bus drivers' hands. Look at the people, how they're moving. They always have an excuse to move. because that clutters your view when there's movement the whole time. Scratching their nose, scratching their ear. Usually most of them, they buy a coffee. Why? Because when you have a coffee in your hand, you keep on drinking, it's an excuse for you to lift your hand up and down and keep cluttering without making it look obvious. So they're either drinking or chewing gum, because it creates the, you know, the mouth movement when you're looking at them. So it's small things that in the background just move. Those are all stressors. They keep you stressed. So what happens is, when you're surrounded with all this the whole time, everywhere you go, inside your house, by your own family that's abusing you, and outside, it's a stress hellhole. And they block you from getting a job. I speak 4 languages. I can't get a job at a coffee shop. I tried to start my website business. You know what they did? They paid Squarespace to shut me down, and they gave me no excuse why Squarespace shut me down. So they kill your goal, they don't allow you to make money, and they stress you on the outside with their workers, and on top of it all, you get ignored everywhere you go and mistreated. The people that work in all these places that I've been to do their dirty work for them. I've showed you guys all the single little things, the way they act. These guys run us in the coughing, the fake coughing. There's always fake coughing. It's dry, it's intentionally generated. You could tell. Clearing throats, anything to make noise, to keep you stressed. So these are the things that we're going to do this week. You know, we're going to take, because they cut down a lot, they're scared, because I made a lot of other videos before. And now they've cut down their movements, their actions. The bus driver is scratching and moving the whole time. Because that's within my view, right? It's in the corner, it's not that thing, but always those things within it, and stupid questions. Meaningless. Just to create conversation and talking. You gotta pay attention to those things. You know, that's how you know. Have a good night, man. So, these are the things that they've toned down on that I want you guys to see. You know, see how he released the brake? There was no reason for that. Buses, when they release the brake, do that sound. And look how fast they take off. I've had bus drivers, when I got into them, they had their signal on for half an hour after they turned. Now that's okay. Buses make a lot of noise, so we won't be that, you know, picky with this one. But it's to show you this busyness. Every intersection that I get to, the amount of cars turning left and right. It's mad, guys. Guys, if the world was this busy, there'll be 8,000 trillion people on it, not 8 billion. And always somebody walking towards you at any corner, any place. And it's their movements too. It's the way they act. They're talking. Listen to them talk. That's how you know. Look how angry they are. Look. So if you're listening, 10,000 cars pass by you everywhere. You go whizzing by and fast and, you know, making all these things. Well, you'll go nuts. Look, somebody crossing the street over there. To keep your view cluttered everywhere. They want to keep it cluttered. In the small corners, on top, on the bottom. Now these two are talking over there. There's people talking. Always someone turning really fast behind me. Like it's anger. In front of me, another one. Busyness to hype you, to stress you. They're having a conversation, listen. Movement. Constant movement. No subtle. Noise and cluttering. And running. All those things are supposed to hype you, put you in a stress mode. And just big brake struts, everything. Look at the business. Look, it's mad. Guys around here at this time, on a day like today, a holiday, there should be maybe, if you see one, U-Haul trucks. Guys, I'm surrounded by this 24/7. I came here in the daytime. I was here earlier. I didn't record. It was mad. You know, if the world had that many people in it, there'd be 8 zillion people on it. I always want someone talking in my ear. Always someone turning in front of me, behind me, around me. It's just non-stop on any corner that I go to. Anytime, any day, holiday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Constant movement. So, it's their little stressors. You know, teasers. Because if you're surrounded by this, you have no peace. The only peace you have is in your home. And if all these establishments you go to, they have their people there. You know, you're being mistreated, you're being treated like this everywhere. You don't get to do anything. And if they're tapping your internet and your phone, you can't apply for a job, you can't do nothing. You know, just things like that you gotta look for, the small details. Cars, hanging boats behind them. It's big objects. That's why big objects are supposed to clutter your view. They're supposed to really annoy you. All these cars, guys. I will bet my own life that they're all government agents. If I'm wrong, you could chop my head off or call me the biggest nutcase on the planet and put me on drugs for 100 years. If I didn't know what I'm talking about, guys, I'm the kind of guy that has to be 100. Look how she moves now. Constant movement. Her job is to move. Why? Because so I can angle the phone on her, and then she can type back to them, is he angling the phone on you? They pick a girl to do that, an attractive girl or whatever. You got to look at those things, because it's psychological warfare you're dealing with here too. Weird cars, weird colors, fast driving, intensity, people fucking talk, sorry, excuse my language, people talking, but you know, really loud around you, or really fast or really low, things like that. And that's how it is. That's how you can tell. It's the only way. It's this irregular, really unnatural environment that you're landing into, that you'll come out of it only with one thing: being ignored. Look at people inside the car moving over there and laughing. The lights are on the back, on the guy's face. But you gotta look at these awkward, unnatural, irregular things that you're being showcased. From psychological warfare to sort of annoyances. Anything that annoys you. You gotta remember, these guys, they know everything about you. They tap your internet. They've been tapping my internet for 20 years. Everything I search, what kind of women I like, what kind of jobs I like, what kind of clothes I like. And they study you. And they prep the environment for you in a way where it's destructive, not constructive. So if you like black cars, they'll show you red ones or whatever. You know, you get my point. It's supposed to be a very psychologically and emotionally destructive environment for you in every possible way. If you like, I don't know, fat girls, they'll have fat girls teasing you. And if you don't like skinny girls, they'll have skinny girls standing beside you. So just to give you an idea, if you like Tim Hortons coffee and you hate Starbucks, they'll have people around you with tons of Tim Hortons coffee or no Starbucks, or the other way around. It's a sort of a psychological warfare that only applies to you. So you can't really prove that to an audience that's watching a video. You know, they're going to say, so what? Well, what are you proving there? You're not proving anything. And it's true, you're not. So it's really hard to prove that, because you got to know a lot about the person. You know, but what I want you guys to look at more than anything is every single, or maybe the majority, even the majority of these cars that land and park in front of me or whatever, they have people in there moving. They move right away. Guys, the people don't move all day long. Or they have weird things. They look at you, or, you know, it's irregular things. You guys will look at them and you'll see the similarities in them. They're not all different from each other. They have like 6, 7, 8, 9 moves, and they're all the same. And they keep on repeating them over and over again. That's how you know. These are the things that you gotta look at. It gives it away. Stressors, movement. A little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit of noise here, a little bit of stressor there, you know, all that kind of things. And busyness, always, everywhere you go, there should be one person, there's 100. So they've toned down the volume a bit in terms of movement, in terms of, I don't know, all these things, you know. And I see them doing it less and less and less. They're learning their lesson because it's exposing them. You know, they're doing different ways now, different things. It's different actions. People are acting differently because tactics that they did before are not working anymore. They worked for a while. I had my ways around them to encounter them. When they surrounded me with so many today, I just looked around and started laughing. I said, wow, all this for me? It didn't work because the idea is to break you, it's to depress you, it's to attack you, it's to really demoralize you. So you're just drained the whole time with the extra noise, extra movement, extra annoying. Buses, when they stop here all this time, they don't leave the signal on that long, but it makes noise. Tick, 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 tick. Those are stressors. It's small things. It's a lot of small things and a combined effort from so many people. Every single one of those people does a small thing, which makes the environment stress for you. And you won't notice it most of the time. You'll come out of there, you're like, ah, why does it hurt? You know, you get drained. They drain you of your energy. Meanwhile, you weren't surrounded by real people. You're surrounded by government agents that are there to do one thing. One mission is to make you come out of there miserable. If it's the women, they ignore you. If it's the men, they talk down to you. If it's a lot of old men or really, excuse me for saying this, unattractive looking people that you don't want to be looking at all day long, you know. I know we're all, in the end, it's all on the inside, not the outside what counts, but, you know, it's all things like that. And they're trying to, you know, just do change. They're trying to do changes in terms of the way they act, the way they move. Not too many stressors, because I used to go on buses before. I see guys doing this in front of me the whole time, or moving their leg like this the whole time. Now, if this is in your view the whole time, it's not directly. It's like number 3 guy that's sitting right over there, for example. I mean, you can't do anything, you know? And you'll get out of there, you're feeling miserable. That's what it does to you guys. Noise and all that. This clutters your view, and all those things are stressors, you know? Constant movement. As long as you're looking at constant movement. And they're not doing it because there's a reason to do it. No, they find a reason to do it. So if they're gonna get out of the bus, because it's a team effort and there's like 10 of them, 2 will stop there for no reason and talk, so it will create a line. What will happen to you? You'll have to wait. So it's a combined effort with all these people working on it. You got to remember that, you know? It's not just one person doing the same thing or the other doing the same thing. And they try to realize what they do is after they do a move, you see them on their phone right away after. They type back to them to say, how does he feel? How does he look like? Is he depressed? Is he angry? Because they want to know what move is getting to you. If they realize that this move got to you, then they'll double it down for you. They'll give you more of it, you know, more and more and more. If it's, I don't know, I'm a man. If it's a woman that ignored me or insulted me and I got affected, they'll bring in 10 more to do the same. Just to give you an idea how things work, you know, how they do it. And these are the small details. See, they look at me over there in the car, you know. These are the small things that you gotta look at, you know. These are the little meaningless things that usually nobody notices that you gotta look at. And it's the way they drive the buses, all of them, when they get on them. They drive like maniacs. It becomes an uncomfortable ride.
Next stop, Patrick Boulevard.
You know? Becomes a very uncomfortable ride. But anyways, we did pretty good tonight. I've showed you guys a lot of things, and hopefully I'll be showing you more in the next week or so about all this madness that's going on. And hopefully they're cutting down. I mean, amazing. I'm seeing less and less people out there, you know. They're getting smart. They're not as stupid. Have a good night, man. So this is what we want to accomplish with this. We want to really take them out. We want to show them that, you know, this is abuse, man. This is what's up. Look, always busyness, cars everywhere I go. Guys standing there moving. Look at the guy over there. You see him moving? Over there. He's standing now. These are the things that you gotta look at, because they really nail you with this, you know. You can't go anywhere. You can't look at anything. Everything's moving. And you're not really surrounded by real people. You're surrounded by government workers. You don't have a chance to meet him. Look, he's got a dog on a leash. He loves dogs on leashes because it's psychological attacks, like telling you you're a dog. Meanwhile, you're the only one who's not a dog, because you're the one. That's why they're doing this to you in this system, because they thought you had rebellious nature. Maybe that's why they did this to you. So you're the one who's not taking their orders. Everyone who's taking their orders is a dog, you know. But these, again, psychological warfare. You gotta look at it that way. Trust me. I've been doing this for a long time, guys. It's been almost a year now. I've made a lot of videos, deleted a lot of them. I still have a lot. Look at this car coming out as soon as I get here. All those things that happen as soon as you get, look at that person came out of the building as soon as I got here. Well, you're gonna see him now with the yellow jacket. Where did these people come out from? How did they come out now at this time when I got here? How did they know that I'm here? Listen to the plane. There's always planes on top of me, guys. Everywhere I go, I swear to God, any area. These are the things that I want you to look at. Look how low it is. See the noise? I hear airplane noises from my apartment, which is over there on the 16th floor, about 60 times a day. I'm not exaggerating, guys. At least 60. I don't live beside the airport. I'm on Victoria Park and Shepherd in Toronto, for God's sakes. You know? This is how you gotta look at it. Always 10,000 cars parked when I get here. There's always someone in front over there, look, moving, smoking a cigarette. You gotta look at those things. There's always people. Everywhere I go, in every corner. Look. Smoking a cigarette. You see? Right there. These are the things you gotta look at. A car's coming into park here while I'm here. These are the things you gotta look at. You know? Because this is what it does is it stresses you. It clutters your mind. It's brutal. You know, these are the attacks on you. Every time I come to the building, there's cars and people parked in front. Every time. This is probably one of the only very few times I don't see anybody. Look at the person waiting over there. What I tell you, there's someone in front. You see them? There's always someone. Every time I used to come back to the building here, cars pull in, people come out. Guys, I've made tons of videos like that. They cut down now. So finally, they're getting smart. They actually do have a brain, after all. They don't want to get off my back. Let me live my life, man. I'm not a threatening citizen to any system. I haven't gone up against anybody. I don't even have a criminal record, for fuck's sakes. I don't harm anybody. Yes, I've had drug problems because of what they did to me. They depressed me, wouldn't allow me to get a job, blocked me everywhere, fucked up my life. My own family did it to me. And now I'm off the drugs. I don't do them no more because I have hope. I've seen that my surroundings, my environment was fake. I know there's a world out there that's real where I can, you know, function and move forward. I'm 43 years old. I don't have that much time left. You know, I want to get a nice job, meet a good woman, and have a family. I'm not asking for anything special. I just want to live a normal life like everybody else. You know, but they don't get it, man. They don't get it, these guys. They just keep on pushing forward, forward, forward. You know, they've tried to almost assassinate me, guys, in an indirect way, a covert way. Who knows what they're going to do to me now?